Good morning, Primary 1. Today we continue in our anthology Unit 8. The second text is called Our Class Trip to the Animal Park. So the question is, what is a coach? If we're going on our class trip, how are we going? Shall we take a bus? Shall we take a bicycle? Or shall we take an airplane? We would take the coach. The bus is another word for a coach. Well, that's going to be important in our story today. We'll read the text together and then complete the questions in the activity book. Grab your anthology, open to page 80, and let's get started. Our class trip to the animal park. Welcome to Hippo Happy Wildlife Park. Last Friday, Mrs. Tang and Mr. Khan took our class on a trip. We went to the animal park. We got to school at 8 o'clock to get on the coach. We had to bring a drink and a snack for lunch. Mrs. Tang soon got cross because Rosa was late. The coach had to wait 10 more minutes. At last, the coach set off. We all sang songs. We were happy until Rosa spilled her drink. Mr. Khan cleaned the floor, then I helped Rosa clean her hands. After singing lots more songs, Rosa and I played I Spy. At 9 o'clock, the coach got to the animal park. First, a woman told us we must not get too near to the animals. Then she told us to respect the animals and be careful not to upset them. Let's read the park rules in the sign. Park rules. Stay with your adult. Do not enter the animal enclosures. Do not throw objects at any animals. Do not try to kiss the animals. Next, we split into two groups. Rosa and I went in Mrs. Tang's group. After going up lots of steps, we saw the lions. The lions lay on the grass, and then one got up and roared. It had sharp teeth, so I was happy to be up the tower. After a short walk from the tower, we saw a tiger too. Then we saw the giraffes. When the park warden let us feed a baby giraffe, Rosa jumped because it licked her arm. At lunchtime, we all sat near the lake. After eating lunch, we went to a shack for ice creams. Next, we followed signs to the bathrooms. During the afternoon, we went to see the hippos in the mud, then the pandas. The last thing we visited was the insects and big spiders. The warden let Leroy hold a big beetle for a minute. Finally, we went into a shop. I got a panda balloon. Rosa got a plastic spider. At first, Mrs. Tang screamed at the spider, but then Rosa told her it was plastic. While we waited for the coach, we played on swings and slides. At last, the coach roared into the coach park. We jumped in and it took us back. We got to school at 4 o'clock. We thanked the driver and our teachers before we went home. It was a brilliant day. I liked the hippos best, but Rosa's plastic spider was fun too. Word cloud. Enclosures and respect. So enclosures are the places where the animals are, the place where the fence is around. And respect, well, that's something we talk about lots, that you need to respect someone else by treating them properly. And it's the same for people and animals. Let's look again at the definitions. Respect, to avoid harming or interfering with, and enclosures, areas that have fences around them. Let's look at the activity book, page 82. It says to draw lines to match the times to the captions. So you have 4 clocks and 4 sentences. We need to remember what time they did those things. They got to the animal park at what time? They got back to school at what time? The coach set off at what time? And they sat by the lake at what time? And draw lines to the correct clock. To B, what is the name of the animal park? Remember to look for information in the pictures as well as the text, and you have a line to write the answer on. So there's a picture that has the name of the animal park. See if you can find it and copy it on the line.
Did you find the name of the wildlife park? That's right, it's the first picture you see. Shall we correct? Let's write the date at the top. Now you have to remember what happened and at what time. So let's start with the first clock. At 10 past 8, the coach set off. It was late because Rosa was late. The next clock says 9 o'clock. That's when they got to the animal park. The next clock on your right hand side says lunchtime. Well, lunchtime they sat by the lake, and then they got back to school at the last clock at 4 o'clock. Now, what's the name of the animal park? You should have on that line, Hippo Happy Wildlife Park.
Rosa and the friend, the person telling the story, played I Spy on the bus, on the coach. Shall we play an I Spy game? Normally you start with I spy with my little eye something.
Welcome to I Spy.
It's Chase from Paw Patrol. The number 2. Marshall. Hot Wheels race car. Princess Poppy. Sky from Paw Patrol. The number 3. Not sure who that is. Sophia the First. Hot Wheels Rapid Relay. The number 1. A random goat. The Little Mermaid, Ariel. A pair of high heels. Aw, a cute little kitty cat. A whistle. A shiny penny. Rubble from Paw Patrol. Batter up, a baseball. It's Branch from Trolls. A happy minion. Count Dracula. That's it, folks. Thanks for playing.